This is Alfred's Premier Piano Express, Book 2, and I'll be playing Premier Boogie on pages 70 and 71. You'll want to spend some good time on learning each hand separately so you can get the interval changes, the hand position changes, some rhythms, and then it'll be easier to put this all together. We are going to be reaching up to the interval of a seventh. The seventh does use a flat on the top, which makes it a little bit easier to reach. We have some nice snappy rhythms in the right hand. And here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, so some things that you heard and saw as I was playing that. You heard that snappy eighth note rhythm with the tie into the dotted half note in the right hand. 1 and 2, 3, 4. So just make sure we count that out carefully. 1 and 2, 3, 4. We use that little half step again in measure 2 to create that little pattern. And then watch for the hand position change in measure 4 up to the G. And then the same kind of little pattern. And then back to the G natural at measure 7. So be ready to move finger 2 right back to G there. Another move right back down to C position. And then that reach down, get that sixth with that little snappy tied rhythm. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So count carefully as you get that rhythm. The same rhythm again. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1. On the next page, the right hand has a little stretch here. 1 to 2 on the third. That gets finger 5 up to that C for a complete stretch of a sixth between finger 1 and finger 5. You use that same 3-note pattern all the way through measure 16, and then we just move finger 1 up to that F. So we just get that broken F major chord, and then change it to a broken F minor chord, and then right back to that same E, G, C pattern that we had earlier on the page. And then after that, measure 21, it's that same rhythm from the first page from measure 9, and again, measure 22, repeat of measure 10, 11, so just the same thing there. And then ready for the back and forth hands. D, C, Al fine. Let me get this so we can actually see the page, right? D, C, Al fine. If you're not sure what that means, you can read about it here. DC is the abbreviation for da capo, which means go back to the beginning, literally to the head. And then you play until you get to the fine. This is the end the second time. So first page, second page, then play the first page again. And the only change is that on the last fifth here, you're going to play this an octave lower, only the second time, not the first time. In the left hand, we have this pattern a lot. the 5th, the 6th, the 7th. Just stepping that thumb up and back down. And when you get to that B flat, just let that hand get right up over that B flat. You're not stretching and twisting. We are moving that hand in so that the thumb can reach easily. In measure 5, we have the same kind of pattern starting in your F position. And just let the hand tip up over to reach the E flat more easily. Measure 7, right back to the first position. That's the bulk of your left hand, is that same pattern from starting with C, then moving to F position, back to C. And then you have that same pattern again, just stretched out with longer note values. And we do just a lot of playing here in C position. So left hand has an easy part in terms of just kind of the positions. And as long as you get that pattern down of the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th, and the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th, then you're going to be fine. You remember to watch for the quarter rests here at the beginning of some of your measures in the right hand as well. So rests are important. Make sure you lift off and keep things very detached, very crisp. Learn each hand separately with good notes and good rhythm before you put them together. When you put them together, make sure that you play slow enough that you can count and have good accuracy, and then listen for dynamics. And then finally, when all that is put together, then you can play it fast. But not too fast.